back in September.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early. I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Tua. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Meanwhile, Tua is thrown into the hands of Pitts here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 29, here's second down and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Eckler. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Well, he kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They faked the handoff. Now Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. It was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one, so they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. 13th play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And this one is right through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Opting to run again here with White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Back to throw. Downing. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken right around the 44. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Joseph. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
Here's Tua. Caught by London. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defense.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Going to the air. Tagovailoa into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. 2nd and 6. As they've got it as we resume action.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Dowling. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
The Bucs at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that.
And he lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Well, now they're going to come out and take it. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. And they've got the lead right now here, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Raiders.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Joseph. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Throwing to start the drive. Downing. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing again. Downing.
This one completes Alec Pierce.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Alex Pierce.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved.
Well, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Downing.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing to start the drive. Downing. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 20. A punt of 46, a return of 5.
And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Tua sets up to pass it, and this is going to be incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little as a defense when Tua gets out of the pocket. You're worried about him scrambling and getting a first down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Tua going to throw.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now back to throw.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll start in the AFC's North Division. Longtime rivals, Cleveland, on the road to take on Pittsburgh. And it's the Browns who have the lead in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. Isaiah Pacheco with 2 touchdowns there. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And that one all tied. If you missed the first half, there's not much to get you caught up on. Just the lone field goal accounting for the entirety of the scoring. A 3-0 game to this point, as both defenses have been strong so far.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Dowling.
Throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On the draw, it's White. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
That's the 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun, Dowling.
He's got this to Pickens.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Dowling. And he rifles one incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
B.J. Ojulari getting in there and dropping it.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
A former star at nearby Georgia Tech, Harrison Butker now for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the 2nd half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now.
And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And they start in the best of all positions, 1st and goal.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Throwing to start the drive. Dowling. This is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Josh Palmer.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Buccaneers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 10-3. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Robinson up the middle.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah.
And Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
Gets this out wide to Pickens.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards that time for number 14. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He's got his man. It's Pierce.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
On the give, here's Robinson.
And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st.
Here's White.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw. Dowling. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Josh Palmer
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns.
Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Well, they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Tua.
Short throw caught by Pitts. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage.
That one deep for London.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Rashad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now.
Since emerging from the locker room at intermission, he's looked pretty sharp, hasn't he?
He's running in this 3rd quarter like he got the orange slices at the half.
Oh, yeah.
You remember when
he
we were
got
kids?
the orange slices, not the carrot stick.
Oh, boy.
There was always that mom, wasn't there?
There's always that mom. One yours, wasn't mine. Right? The blood and carrot sticks. But this guy, orange slices, and been reading the Surface tablet, watching the defenses, and he's made some nice adjustments.
And the Buccaneer first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
2nd down and a yard.
Back to throw. Dowling.
This one finds Pierce on the out route.